everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail, necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
You always have to leave because of your diarrhea.
Okay, and the other side of the table, we have Dr. Syintist.
Santa is going to eat through these guys like a plate full of cookies.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, did you guys hear about that turtle in China? 2 packs a day. Let's get into the episode.
Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Welcome again to another new episode of Plotty Time. Well, let's just get started where we always start. Dr. Syintist, what have you been playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Thanks for asking.
Oh,
Sure.
flipped it on him.
Yeah. The only things I played this week, I finished Dragon Quest 2 on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll start up Dragon Quest 3 one of these days when I feel like spending $10.
Oh,
And then I played some Slay the Spire, which is like a fucking,
card game.
6 or 7 years old. I've played it a couple of times. Played it on Steam and PlayStation. And
Everyone tells me it's good, but
It is.
I don't get it.
yeah, well, I don't know if it is.
I never tried it.
I was going to say, you played it and didn't get it, or you just don't get the hype?
I don't understand card games on a fucking computer. I mean, I guess if you like Magic, you don't play enough Magic.
You could play it on PlayStation.
I don't get playing it on a PlayStation. It's not Gwent. It's not Caravan. I don't want to play them. You know what I mean?
I get you. So that's all I really did play. What did I watch? I finally finished season 5 of Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow. Is that the last one? I don't remember.
There's 8.
Is that the White Wedding or whatever?
No, that was like season 2.
Which one was 5? I know I watched all these.
5, it ends with like the second to last episode is the first time you see the White Walkers actually when they raid the village. It was pretty fucking cool actually, but
That part was real cool.
yeah, they're like flying. All the zombies are running off the cliffs on purpose to get to the bottom faster.
Oh, snap. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And then you just see all the dead people that they killed just get up with the blue eyes like, oh, they're on their team now.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, zombies.
And it made me realize that I don't really care if anybody dies because at the end, spoilers for Game of Thrones,
At the end of the day.
like at the end, Jon Snow gets stabbed, and I was like, he was my favorite character, but whatever.
Well, no, I don't care. I fucking burn it all down.
Like I also like Arya a lot, and at the end of that season 5, she kills the person, and then like she blacks out, and that's the end of it. I was like, well, maybe hopefully she's dead, then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Turns into the end of The Sopranos.
Yeah, but that made sense,
Did it?
kind of.
Okay.
And then I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of Last of Us. I think I'm on episode 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah.
Right after he just met his brother, as far as I got.
What do you think?
It's all right. It's not exactly like the game.
It's
but
exactly the game.
They don't go to Kansas City at all in the game. In fact, they meet him in Pittsburgh, and it has nothing to do with.
Oh.
Yeah, the only things I think that really diverged, they added the DLC for, oh God, what was it called?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was DLC for Last of Us.
Yeah, the one where it's earlier when Ellie and her friend are in the mall.
Riley.
I don't know if I saw that part yet.
Well, it's probably episode 4.
That one and the one with, man, I'm blanking on all these names. The dude from Parks and Rec who played
Yeah.
Bill.
When they get the truck.
Oh, yeah,
That's
the
like
whole-
the episode 2.
Yeah,
isn't
that whole
it?
part's really different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
We just saw Bill for like 5 minutes in the game.
Yeah. You don't know anything about him.
And he didn't have a whole town to himself locked down.
No, he just had like his property.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty good. I know both of you have seen it all already. So,
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
yeah.
I mean, even knowing every single thing that happened, I thought it was still good.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it so far.
Good stuff.
And like, that didn't happen with his brother either. Like, they got to where his brother is, and they're like a whole commune thing, and it's all.
Yeah, it didn't.
I thought it was like they had the dam, but it was more like of a militant thing, I thought. But whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't that big. Yeah.
Whatever. It's all right. Watch it.
No, but it is that big in the start of the second game.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like it's a town because it takes place, years later.
exactly.
So they like filled out the town.
And have movies and shit.
Yeah.
I think so. They have like square dances or some shit. I don't know. It's been a minute since I played the
I
second
think you're
one.
thinking of Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I'm thinking of. Yep.
He always mixes up back.
I know.
A teacher that went off the ravine was my favorite part of The Last of Us.
They did something with like a hoverboard. I don't remember what though.
They saved what's her name? God, I can't remember. She was the mom and stepbrothers. I am blanking on everybody's names.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I have no idea. Is he still talking about Back to the Future 3?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's still
Mary
talking about the teacher.
Steenburgen?
fell off
I
the
was trying to
ravine.
think of some other movie to mix in, but I just kept thinking of only Back to the Futures.
Yeah, it was Mary Steenburgen. Nailed it. Anyway, like you were saying.
And then because Amazon kept recommending it to me, I watched 3,000 Years of Longing.
I thought about watching it.
I mean, it's spreading to me now.
Idris
Elba and
that other lady.
yeah. What the fuck is her name?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna leave this all blank space until I figure out what her name is.
Hold on.
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton.
There
Yes,
you
that
go.
was it. Thanks. Yeah, they're both in it. It's all right. It's way too hardy. Chump Slap would hate it.
I know, but it looked neat.
Yeah, it's got two good actors in it,
Yeah,
and they're basically most of it.
exactly.
It's just that she finds this genie, and he tries to get her to make 3 wishes so he can be free.
And she doesn't want to.
And well, he tells a story of how he got caught in there and how he's been stuck in the thing and how he almost got out before.
And she says, "Fuck you, you're staying in there, buddy."
It's kind of interesting. It was all right.
All right, I'll check it out. Maybe.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was by the same dude who made Mad Max.
Is it?
It's nothing
Miller?
like Mad Max.
Yeah, but it looked visually stunning.
It is pretty nice looking.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, watch it if you got nothing else to do. It's got people who played 2 people who died in MCU. So,
Perfect.
yeah, whatever. That's all I did. What'd you do, Poppascotch? What'd you play, watch, fiddle with?
Thanks for asking. I actually remembered to take my Switch on a trip.
No way.
Yeah, and I played a solid 2 hours of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Nice. And you
And then he
dig in
never
or
played
what?
it again. And he left it in Paris.
Well, I mean, that
Germany.
was only like a week ago. But I want to get back to it. I just haven't yet. Too much stuff going on around here to really play much.
Yeah, fair.
I didn't, to those people who have played it before, I didn't even get the paraglider yet. I'm just on the mission to get the paraglider, which
What a fucking loser.
And it 2 hours.
Yeah.
it took me 2 hours. It's actually the first 20 minutes of the game.
He's customizing his character for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
What you get it when you pass the tutorial.
I wish. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I really played. Watched a bunch of stuff, though.
Oh, yeah?
And we'll start with one I believe both of you have watched. Have you guys both seen The Menu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I don't know how I feel about it. I think I liked it.
I like it.
I think Nicholas Holt makes the whole thing.
Yeah, he was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Just like he's eating and like everybody's getting yelled at and stuff. And he's like, oh, this is delicious.
And when he tries to cook.
It's like, yeah, you guys just don't get it. Yeah, it was interesting. It was weird. It was not what I expected. That's not at all what I expected from that
Exactly.
movie.
Yeah.
So it kept me engaged. I mean, I can't complain.
I think it slaps a little too.
There's definitely a little bit of slappage in it, for sure.
The cooking?
Yep.
Yeah, it's very slappy.
It's one of the recessant traits of slap culture, is the cooking. We're like kitchen focused. But yeah, I watched that and yeah. Ending didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, that ending was fucking dumb. Oh, the very ending. With the cheeseburger thing. I don't know.
Oh, that was all right.
Yeah. And then I watched What We Do in the Shadows, a bunch of those episodes, because I've just been kind of piecemealing that the last couple weeks because the new season's coming up.
So good.
Oh shit, new season?
Yeah.
Nice.
Soon.
I think July?
Oh snap.
It's soon. But I saw the one where I think it was the beginning of the newest season where they're now the council and they have access to the records room and they find the cloak.
Oh yeah.
They all go to hit on the girl as Nandor.
That was good.
I mean, that's just fantastic. But great show. Again, I don't know how many times we have to say it on here.
Yeah, right.
Check it out. And then I watched a movie I'd never seen. I never really had any desire to see it. But it was pretty gnarly. Have you guys seen The Witch?
The Vitch.
I think it's from like 2015 with Anna Taylor-Joy.
Oh yeah.
I think I did.
I love that movie.
It was fucking weird.
That's what's his name's first movie?
The guy who did,
Steven Seagal.
Lighthouse. What?
I don't know. I was just making names up.
The guy who did The Lighthouse.
was it that guy?
Yeah. Right?
Well, now I gotta look it up.
He did The Lighthouse in Northman. He's a great director.
Oh yeah, it is him. I was getting him confused with the guy who did Midsommar.
Oh yeah, no. Both great directors, but yeah.
Man, The Lighthouse is fucking weird.
Terrible movie.
Such a weird movie, man. You have to be like in the right headspace for it.
Yeah. I like The Witch, though. I mean, really sets the mood and just feels good, fun. Not fun, but
Fun, yeah.
Yeah,
It's real fun.
I was gonna say insanely unsettling and creepy. Is that what you mean?
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was it.
That's what I think of fun.
Fun.
Hilarious. And I rewatched On a Plane, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I still need to
Still
see
good?
that.
I love it. I absolutely loved it.
You
I
stopped
won't say
playing
anything
Breath of
else.
the
if you haven't
Wild to
seen it
watch it.
Well, I wanted to do something. I wanted to put something on the screen so I could just fall asleep.
Right.
And then it didn't happen. I just watched all of Everything Everywhere All at Once again.
Yeah, the 3-hour-long movie.
Was it 10 hours on a plane, man? I had the time.
What, are you flying with the Wright brothers? What took so long?
No, I
It's
went
against
to
the jet stream, dude.
I went to Warsaw. It was an 8-hour flight to Frankfurt and then like an hour 45 from Frankfurt to Warsaw.
They're 8 hours ahead of us, so that's free.
They're 6 hours ahead. That's not how that works.
That's not how this works at all.
It was fucked up. I don't understand time zones. I left at was like 5 p.m. on Sunday night, like Sunday evening. I left at 5 p.m. and I arrived Monday morning at 9 in the morning, ready to go to work.
That's not that hard to figure out, dude.
That's time zones. They don't make sense.
You
Who
add
needs
an
them?
hour, you take an hour away.
No, that's not how it works. When you travel like that, they're 6 hours ahead.
So you add 6 hours.
So I got 6 hours of life. Like, does it go in a meter? How does this work?
That's like half a day.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're so fucking stupid.
And then moving forward, I watched I Think You Should Leave, the newest season.
Oh, yeah, it came out.
Yeah.
Sure did.
But I can't remember anything about it.
Gotta stop watching it high.
No.
It's the way to watch it. What are you talking about? They tell you to do that. But I really liked the dog scene where the dog came through the doggy door.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a monster.
That's so good.
That was fucking hilarious. The Shirt Brothers. I mean, there's some real good sketches in there. It's one of those where the more I watch it, the more I enjoy them.
Go back and watch season 1 and 2 again.
Yeah. I wish I could just have it constantly on loop somewhere.
You could.
I need another TV just to do that.
You could put it on your computer
And just walk around with it.
or your phone.
Have it always playing on your
what?
phone.
You have a computer right here that'll do it.
It's in another room.
Set up a series of mirrors.
Now you're talking.
Like the ancient Egyptians.
Exactly. We solve problems here at Plotty Time. I'll tell you that.
That's what we're known for.
Sure do.
Maybe not the most glamorous solutions, but they get the job done. But yeah, that's all I really played and watched. So how about you there, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing, watching, doing over there? What's going on with you?
Well, thanks for asking.
Well, you're welcome.
Well,
It's the first button I found.
I didn't really play much. Just played a little.
Ghost of Tsushima.
No, Salt and Sanctuary.
Oh. Did you beat it yet?
Okay.
I know you didn't beat it yet.
No, it got this poison swamp area.
Oh, that's a fun time.
And it's got the scimitar,
Nice.
virulent scimitar or whatever. Yeah, good game. Fun times. Loving it.
Yeah. Except when you get lost.
Yeah, I know. Even like maps online, I'm like, what the fuck? How do I get? Oh, it's locked. You have to go from the other side. So annoying.
Is that like a thing it's known for, as being difficult to navigate?
I didn't think it was.
I think it is. Well, because if you look at a map and you're like, I got to go there, and you're like, oh, well, that's a shortcut eventually, you know?
Yeah. You got to find another
And it could
way.
be like 8 hours eventually, or
Oh,
Well, you also, I mean, when I play Metroidvanias and stuff, I kind of keep a notebook and write down where things are that I can't get to so I can find them again later.
no, I should do that, but fuck that.
yeah. It sounds like the smart thing to do, but who has the time?
That's efficient and stuff.
I got to
Yeah.
backtrack for 4 hours, not look at a notebook.
I'll play the whole thing again.
I have done that in games too, where I just start over. All right, I'll go back to the
Yeah, I'll
first
go
level.
back to the beginning, see what's there. I think I have everything. I got all the brands, I think. I don't know. Anyway, watched a couple things.
Okay.
Watched the new season of I Think You Should Leave.
Oh yeah, that's out now.
Yeah. One of my favorite sketches is the one where he's feeding the guy eggs on his computer game.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to catch up.
It doesn't make any fucking
It's
sense
so dumb.
at all, but it's great. How is one egg is 40 eggs?
He's like, what are you talking about?
Like, what are you talking about? This game? And they were like in the middle of yelling at him for doing.
Hey, spoilers.
It was good.
Yeah, you
It
gotta
was-
see it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right, so there's good egg sketch is what I'm hearing.
There's so many that I just can't think of off the top
You
of my
probably
head.
laughed when you saw them and completely forgot them.
Yeah. I tried to talk to the kid at work about them, and I was like, I can't remember anything. And he's like, me neither.
Just quote the old ones. It's no Roy Donk.
Roy Donk? Well, then I guess this clue isn't going to help you, but they were also a regular on the Colgate Comedy Hour. Great show.
good stuff.
I like the third season. I need to.
Yeah, I got to
more
watch
into
it again. And again. And again.
Yeah, it's not
Sure.
It's not a show you just watch once.
No. But I watched a movie one of the fans emailed me and told me to watch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Ham Man. Shout, Sound Man.
What's up, man?
But Scotchy also talked about it, so I can't give him full credit.
Man, I wouldn't give
Oh.
Scotchy any credit.
Sisu.
Oh, I think he said he hated that.
Oh, he said it was
No.
good.
Scotchy?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the one where the guy
I should
goes
really listen to
around.
what he says.
It was a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy beats up Nazis after they steal his gold.
Oh, it's that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Nazis and gold. How can you go wrong?
It's ridiculous. It doesn't,
Yeah.
you guys suspend disbelief, but it's a good time.
No.
Well,
Not
just,
a true story. Not a true story.
just the way he gets away sometimes. It was like fucking firing at him with a 50 cal from a tank and he's just running away from it.
Yeah, you zigzag.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he just ran straight.
Serpentine! Is that what they always say on Archer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good.
That's something I should watch again, too.
Great movie. Check it out.
Sisu.
Sisu. It's not even a word that can be defined in English, man.
That's
I'm
fucking
pretty
hardcore.
sure you could.
Nope. Watch the movie. They tell you.
It means righteous anger.
Kind of.
Awesome.
But then I watched this movie called Eraser. The old
Like-
Schwarzenegger movie.
Oh, Jesus. With the
I thought
rail
it sounded
gun?
familiar.
Schwarzenegger and Vanessa Williams.
I forgot all about that movie.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Does it hold up? I just remember them looking through fucking walls and shooting skeletons with rail guns.
Yeah, it's about like some experimental rail gun, and then Vanessa Williams steals the blueprints or whatever, and Schwarzenegger's there to make her disappear, like keep her safe, not like
Yeah, not like make
Disappear.
it
You
disappear.
want me to take care of her?
Like,
yeah. I'll take her out, show her a good time. But yeah, I mean it's still fun, still a good movie. Check it out.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Really?
I know I have, but it might not have been since 1997 when it came out.
Yeah, I believe that.
You weren't even in high school yet.
It was still
No.
good. And then I watched this movie called Don't Look Back. It's about a woman who she witnesses her father's death in the beginning, and then she's in therapy and stuff. And then she's just walking through a park when this guy gets beat to death, and nobody helps, and there's like a whole bunch of people there. And then all those people start dying, like Final Destination kind of, you think, till you find out it's a killer, and it's really a bummer once it became obvious that it was a killer. I thought it was some like supernatural shit.
When did this come out? There's like 50 fucking movies called Don't Look Back.
I don't know. I didn't write that down.
Oh, this one from 2020, I think.
Yeah, what's
when
it
a young
say?
woman overcoming her traumatic past is among several witnesses
Yeah,
who see
yeah,
a
there
man
you go.
fatally assaulted and don't intervene.
Yeah. It's really stupid. It's not worth a watch. I'll just tell you that right now.
All right. Already out of my memory.
But you can watch Sisu or Eraser if you want.
Sisu was sick, but everything I think I remember about Eraser, I think I'm actually remembering The Sixth Day. And those are very
Yeah, I
different
kept thinking
movies.
it was the sixth day when he was describing it, but I know that's not it.
6 Days with the clones, right?
I don't remember.
I was thinking it was
I
more
thought
at
it
the
was
end
like
of the world.
Yeah, Apocalypse, right?
Maybe.
Or maybe I'm thinking of End of Days.
Maybe.
End of Days is definitely the devil and fucking the other guy. Jesus Christ, we're really losing our friends here. This is getting
It's the devil and the other guy. Jesus, I guess.
the devil and the dude from fucking The Usual Suspects.
Kaiser Soze?
I know there's like 9 fucking dudes in that movie.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin. No. Mark Baldwin. Mike Baldwin.
Bob Baldwin.
Bob Baldwin, that's it.
You're right. There is a Baldwin in The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Which one? Steven? I think it's
Yeah,
Steven.
Steven.
There you go.
That's it. Boom. Episode's over. We finally figured it out.
Kevin Pollak was Schwarzenegger's friend in End of Days.
That was probably the
That's where
last
I was
person I
going.
guess was remembering would be in The Usual Suspects.
Yeah,
It's
right.
such a distinct name, and I fucking forgot Kevin Pollak.
Yeah, but that was,
Man.
there you go. Well, that's all I did anyway.
I guess we're still on.
We get off the subject of movies and stuff.
So just get off your mom.
Hi, let's go to the Plotty Time vibe check. What do I got?
Go.
Oh,
Pick
the
something.
vibe.
Yeah.
There it is. Still learning these buttons, folks. It'll come in time. So, what do we got here for the news? We got some stuff going on with Reddit that I don't know. It looks like Reddit's going to go away.
Explain it to us.
The Reddit, the website is basically unusable as is, and is mostly just used and accessed through third-party applications.
I wouldn't say
Especially
mostly.
on mobile.
Whoa.
You're right. I guess it does work fine on web. But their mobile app is trash, and a whole bunch of mod tools, I guess, are also run with third-party apps. Mm-hmm. And Reddit says you now have to pay to use, and or the developers of these third-party apps need to pay for all their API calls, costing them millions of dollars. So a bunch of subreddits went dark and stopped to sort of protest this whole thing, and the CEO has apparently doubled down over and over. So,
What did they think was going to happen?
I don't know. Is there another alternative to Reddit?
And
Everyone Google.
I almost
Reddit
exclusively use the Reddit app. I don't know why you mean unusable.
Yeah, I know. Other people
I mean,
use it
compared to Apollo or Reddit is fun, it's rough.
Well, if you never ever use the other ones, you never know.
It's true.
That's a good point. So for all those people who only use the Reddit app, I guess they're not very affected by this.
Oh, there's a Reddit alternatives. r/Reddit alternatives.
There's an R for everything. I don't know. Whatever. It's Reddit. They can do what they want. You don't like it, stop using it. That's what it is.
I do hate it, but what else are you going to do?
It's just like Twitter or MySpace or Facebook or AIM or I'm trying to think of some other things that aren't Napster. Or
Get right.
Yeah, I mean, stuff comes and it dies. It's just the same. It's a shame to see it go out like this.
yeah, you get used to it. You got to become jaded like me.
No,
That's
you
no
don't.
fun.
Life's so much easier.
What's the point?
Yeah.
It's a bummer. That's such a bummer. Bummed out now. Speaking of news, that's a bummer.
Oh,
Well, this news isn't super bummer, but it's going to get a conversation started. So the Friday the 13th game that was made by developer Gun Interactive, I dabbled in it. I think I mentioned it here.
not a professional, but
No. I'm definitely in the ranks of amateurism. But it was one of those asymmetrical survival horror games,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
and it's going to be delisted because of rights issues. So there's going to be no way to play it.
Well, that seems like something you would have thought of before you made the game.
I hope people who got the weed skins aren't pissed off.
I just think we're living in at a time now where games can be, released at $70. They can go through a life cycle, and at the end of it, you can't play the game anymore.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
Well, you got to think of ownership differently.
Did anyone play that game?
I don't know if anybody even owns it. Like, are they taking it away from anybody?
They're taking it off of all digital sale platforms, and I guess whatever physical copies in the wild are going to exist.
Yeah.
So I bought 2 of them, the physical copies.
Of course you did.
Why wouldn't you?
It feels like it's going to be a collector's item if they just stop selling it. Or it won't.
only if
They weren't
somebody
very
wants it.
expensive. It was not an expensive gamble.
Yeah,
No, well, a lot of the most expensive
Is there a...
Nintendo games are ones that people didn't buy at the time
Yeah, but there was also
a long time ago when
not
stuff was worth
digitally
money.
purchasable.
It's true.
And is there like a server involved with it? There has to be. So if the
it's
server
online.
shuts down, you can't even play it.
Yeah. Well, you could probably play single player.
Well, against 2.
You don't
I
have
was
to.
reading through the article here, and they said it's going to be delisted, so it's not going to be for sale. I assume it's some kind of server-based game, but it doesn't say anywhere if I could still play it like by myself on a disc.
But isn't an asymmetrical horror game a game where like one person tries to kill the other 4?
No, it could be like
Not
Left 4 Dead.
exactly.
There's still a story you could play through.
So, like, if you're
Single
playing
player.
with a huge group, everybody is a camp counselor, and one person's Jason stalking everybody.
Yeah, you can't play
But
that
Jason,
part by yourself.
No, but it can be the AI. It can be the computer coming out.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Like, you can play it offline, but yes, it's much less fun, I imagine.
Don't know. Never played it.
Yeah.
I barely played all these asymmetrical games. They're just, I don't know, they're fun, but how, like, I'm way past an age where I have like 10 friends that are always online that I can jump in a game with.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
I'm surprised when I sign in and there's 1.
Yeah. And anyone who is of that age is playing shooters anyway. So
No, last time I
Man,
signed
these-
in, I saw Chump Slap. I had one friend. He was playing Salt and Sacrifice.
I have a friend.
Thanks, Ray. I'm always offline.
I know, you prick.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way.
Yeah, most of my friends are.
Yeah, that's why I only see one online at a time.
Yeah,
The other 50 are just always away. That's the thing. That's got to be it, right?
I don't even know why anymore.
I know. No one's fucking going to text you, message you.
And if someone did like message me out of the blue, like just cold call me, ask me to play a game, I'd be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I have a couple names from when I like looked for people online to play Destiny. I'm like I'm going to never play them again.
Yeah, I have like friends of friends who are on from Destiny. We're like, I don't even remember who this person is or how they know anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever.
So don't delete them though.
Yeah.
And then
No, you got to have more friends.
Make it look like I know people.
Yeah.
exactly. So did you guys see this Apple computer, this face computer?
The new alternate reality headset thing.
Yeah, the augmented reality VR mixed reality headset revealed at WWDC 2023. You talking about that headset? Yes, I am.
No, I wasn't.
Costs about as much as a used car.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. It's called the Apple Vision Pro. The new, quote, facial computer is going to be out early next year and will cost $3,500.
That sounds dumb.
Who the fuck is this for?
Rich people, Apple freaks.
Rich people, Apple freaks. It's using your own hands, eyes, and voice.
He's got it.
Apps and videos will appear to exist in the real world using the headset's advanced augmented reality tech,
Oh, great.
which lets it overlay computer visuals over a real-time camera feed.
Can't wait to see people on the subway with watching porno on it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what always happens. It's porn. But it also like when someone gets close to you, it looks like a black screen, like a ski goggle on your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when someone gets close, like it gets more transparent and you can see their eyes, which really weirds me out.
Yeah, that would freak me the fuck out.
I just don't know who this is for. It's 35.
This Apple Face thing.
It just looks wild.
Yeah. It doesn't look cool either.
I mean, who knows? It could be the future of technology, but I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah. Whatever.
It is what it is.
It is. It is.
Speaking of being it is what it is, it's June 2023, and EA is gonna add NFTs to FIFA and Madden this year, guys.
Fucking Abe right.
Oh, shit.
How excited
Are you sure
we?
it's June or is it July now?
Oh shit! Now it is July.
Planned that the whole time.
Good timing. Excellent job. Can't get mad at that. Now it is. Oh no! Wait, it is June. It's June 29th. Fuck
Oh, I'm the idiot.
you. There.
Well, whatever.
Okay, whatever. When you're wrong, but you know,
I wasn't wrong. I asked the question.
Most people listen to this 2 days after it came out, though. So
Yeah.
okay. EA Sports and Nike announced yesterday at some point in the quote future, games like FIFA and Madden will feature integration with .swoosh, which is Nike's all new digital community experience.
It's good those small companies are going to make more money.
I know. Thank God.
Oh, it's going to be great. Even though all these NFT sales are just failing constantly, still going down since, I don't know.
Oh, I think
January
there's
of
still idiots
2022?
who put money into it. So
Yeah. It's the future. I still have your guys' money bought in them.
yeah,
Oh, good, good. It's stable, right?
Yeah, yeah.
of course.
We haven't lost anything.
Good, good. All of ours stayed up, but everybody else's went down. They just don't know, you know?
I know.
And now you know.
I just don't understand. Like, I guess it's through personal items that you use in game.
Like
It
sneakers.
doesn't make sense and it's not going to make sense.
You're gonna
I
get
wouldn't try and figure it out.
unique sneakers, dude.
Yeah, shit like that, or armbands, or whatever that you can use in the game.
Oh, that's balling, I guess.
Guys, I'm not a business leader or visionary like these people are, but I don't see this taking off. I don't see anyone giving a fuck. I mean, there's going to be, you know, a group of weirdos that are really into it.
Even if you did, how would you know it was an NFT the other person had? Unless they told you.
Yeah, you just be like, oh, I didn't unlock that yet.
Yeah.
No,
No, he uses a slightly off color green that you can't get.
you can't get this.
I'm the only one who has it.
Green.
Hue 276C.
green. These are seafoam, idiot.
That brings up a great point. I would never fucking know if I saw an unlockable that I would just assume it was one I didn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
or some kind of like unlock that the armor unlock or whatever.
Yeah.
And first off, you'd have to notice it while you were playing.
And like you're fucking
There's
checking out
that
their
too,
stickers.
Yeah. No wonder why you're losing at FIFA.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know. Like, if I was playing it, maybe I would recognize if someone had like wild ass sneakers on, like, oh, they're hot pink.
Yeah.
Nobody else is wearing those. Maybe that's probably a shoe I didn't unlock yet. It's just a color shade. Who cares? And it's a $9,000 NFT.
Yep.
Well, fucking.
Fuck it.
All right. I guess someone wants to do that. Have fun. That's all we got for the Plotty Time vibe check. So how about we talk about the game? How about it, guys?
Dude, let's get into it.
What game is it?
It is Inversion.
Ooh, sounds sexy.
Inversion.
Oh, it's French?
Yep.
It is. It was released June 5th, 2012. Number one song in the country. Any guesses?
2012. Jesus.
Kelly Clarkson.
No, I thought you were going to say Pharrell Happy. I think that was the Happy year.
I'm not going to guess it during the right time.
You're right. So you knew it was possibly Pharrell's Happy, and then you deliberately chose not to guess that.
One of those Kelly Clarkson songs that was released around 2012. That's my guess.
It's not that, although that is an excellent guess.
I have no idea.
This is a song, I remember the video, but I don't remember the song at all. Yeah, I know, really. It's weird.
Imagine Dragons, Radioactive.
No, also a good guess.
That's
I mean,
a
this is a very
great
popular
video.
song.
I don't know.
You know what? I don't know this video so hard that I think we're going to need to bring in someone else here to sing it.
Oh,
We need more friends.
call them up.
Well, Bentley is unfortunately unavailable today. He's still
Oh,
on
who do we
mission.
got? Christopher
Well,
Walken?
actually, guys, this is pretty crazy, but I think we got John F. Kennedy on the line from Beyond the Grave. I did a spell. Let's give it a try.
Ich bin ein
let's,
Berliner.
let's just see where this goes.
That's my John F. Kennedy.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see it. Dude, he didn't have touch tones.
I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll try.
He has
it.
a cell phone now.
Oh.
Hello, this is John F. Kennedy.
Holy
What can I
shit.
do for you?
I can't believe
Hey.
he brought you back.
JFK. I'm glad that worked. That was a heck of a spell.
Isn't most of his
Thank
head
you.
missing?
Anyway, so I was brought
think it was
here
fun.
to
All right,
sing
sing
a
it.
song.
Oh, the sing is John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course I'm going to sing it as John F. Kennedy. I'm John F. Kennedy.
Do it.
Wow.
Lost most of your accent.
Boston. All right, here we go. But you didn't have to cut me off. Hey, make it out like it never happened. And I didn't even need your love. But you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number.
your cadence is
I guess
going off.
I didn't need that blow.
I don't know.
Now somebody did
All right, Kennedy, shut up.
to know.
It's Somebody You Used to Know by Gautier.
I think he nailed it. Actually, Joel, I'm Dr. Syintist.
Thanks, JFK. I really appreciate that. You can head back to the eternal slumber.
Thank you. I will.
You suck at singing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kennedy.
I
He's gone. He didn't hear that.
What, you want to do another take?
Take? What do you mean? I can't just get a dead John F. Kennedy right back on the phone like that. That'd be crazy.
You're right. He probably got shit to do.
Yeah, he's busy.
He's got all the afterlife accoutrements available to him, so he's not going to waste his time talking to us
Right,
twice.
right.
Need to trick him the first time. But yes, anyway, the song is Someone That I Used to Know. Got it. Number one song in the country, June 5th.
Somebody I used to know by Gautier.
June 5th, 2012. Any guesses on the number one movie? I'll give you a hint. It's an animated movie.
Toy Story 3.
No, it's
Frozen.
not Toy Story 3. No, not Frozen.
Up.
Nope.
Down.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Finding Dory.
It's not Finding Dory.
All right.
Do you want me to just give you the tagline? So
Yeah.
we go
Yeah,
from?
yeah.
Okay, the tagline is 6 years ago, they disappeared without a trace. Next summer, they finally resurface.
Resurface.
Toy Story? 4?
No, it's not Toy Story 4.
Ice Age.
Not Ice Age, but we're really getting close. It is the synopsis here. Animal pals Alex, Marty, Melman, and Gloria are still trying to make it back to New York's Central Park Zoo.
Madagascar?
Madagascar, which, oh no, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not Madagascar 2.
3.
Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. You nailed it.
Europe's Most Wanted. Man, that took a darker turn than I gotta watch those. Catch
Yeah.
up.
I didn't
It's
even know.
amazing how they're in New York. They're trying to get back to the zoo, and they took a detour across the ocean.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, they're not very smart.
Well, they are, yeah. Animals.
They're forced to hide out in a traveling circus. This sounds like a banger, guys. We're gonna have to check this out.
I might.
Next time one of us can't make it.
No.
Perfect. And then this day in history, June 5th, 1937, extremely vocal anti-Semite and huge Hitler supporter Henry Ford initiates the 32-hour work week.
What happened to that?
Yeah.
That's a great fucking question. What did happen to that?
I mean, I'm not saying all his ideas were good.
No, I agree. I'm gonna go ahead and say that was a winner. lot of bad ones, but yeah, I guess it was part of his. He has a fascinating Wikipedia read, Henry Ford.
Yeah.
His thought process was, well, if you offer the best perks, you're going to get the best workers.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Still holds true to this day.
And that's how we ended up needing a job to have health care.
It's still so fucked up. Anyway, this game Inversion was released for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, developed by Saber Interactive and published by Bandai Namco
Bandai
Entertainment. It is a third-person shooter that's pretty much a Gears of War clone.
Yeah.
Chump Slap, you picked it.
Nope.
So
No,
how
he
about
didn't.
He didn't? Are you sure? It says in my notes he did.
I'm positive he didn't.
Definitely didn't.
Dr. Scientist, you picked it. So how about you lead us into the game and tell us what it's all about?
Did anybody play it? I did not. I didn't even know it existed.
No, I never heard of it.
I never played it, but I remember seeing like that image, like the game
This guy
box
spent
of
a
the
lot of
dude
time
sideways.
looking at used games in the past.
Yeah.
I did, especially this era, like between 2009 and like 2013. I knew every game that existed.
Yeah.
I had Gamefly, and I don't remember this.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it being, well, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty cool that you could just shift the fighting area. But anyway,
You could? That's pretty cool. I didn't know.
Well, you couldn't.
I didn't see any of the gameplay, actually. This is a game where like you're just it kind of starts in our favorite way. And you're kind of like you play a cop named Davis Russell.
Russell, yeah.
not a
Or
great
is it
name.
Russell Davis? It's
No,
Davis Russell.
It's Davis. I know that.
Yeah, it's Davis Russell.
AKA D.
Sure.
And he has sort of an inner monologue going on, and he's like, I used to be a cop at Vanguard City, which I guess is an analog for New York. I don't know. Whatever. And he's like, there were gangsters and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And thought I'd die on the job, but here I am. And I couldn't save my daughter. I couldn't save my wife. And then it kind of shows that he's like tied to a stake out of sort of a witch trial sort of kind of thing.
Looked more like just an execution.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, burning at the stake, though.
Yeah.
Usually that's not your standard torture thing. That's a religious thing, right? Am I ever thinking
I
this?
mean, it's mostly religious thinking, but pretty tortury.
Yeah, who knows?
Torture, religion. Yeah,
It's all the same. Well,
Yeah. Tomato.
And there's a guy speaking a sort of offshoot of English, talking about your trial and how you'll be put to death. And then this trial keeps going on, this quote unquote trial. And Davis is talking to himself, inner monologue. And he's like, they just came from and they took all of our children and made us slaves. And they're sacrificing us to their cult lords, which is kind of a weird way for the game to start.
yeah.
I was knowing absolutely nothing. I was like,
Yeah,
what's
it was-
going on here?
It's pretty neat.
Well, already it feels like a little, I mean, for lack of, it just felt off because you start thinking like, well, if a civilization landed on Earth or came to Earth and enslaved everybody like that, they wouldn't be this primitive, right? Like they would be.
Why are
You
you
think?
thinking it's someone coming to Earth?
Because they're definitely not. Well, they are human. I
But
don't
they
know.
speak in like an English. We'll get into it.
Yeah. And then it kind of cuts to black, and it's like 38 days earlier, and it shows Russell Davis and Davis Russell and his partner Leo Delgado.
D and Lee.
Do they call him that in the game?
I hope so.
That's what I called them.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. Dean Lee. And you're leaving work as cops for this Vanguard City. And you're like, I got to go and give my daughter her gift before her bedtime.
On the clock.
Yeah, on the clock. I'm gonna take my personal car and go. Why don't you come with me? And then your partner's like a dick the whole time. It's like, what are you, not an absent father, you fucking loser?
Yeah. Well, he's just like, "Pff, Oh yeah, it's all about being a dad.
yeah.
Fucking
He's kind of a
loser.
dick the whole time,
Yeah.
which I didn't get, but
Well, he's more just like negging him. Like,
I thought he
it's
was
so
being
nice to
serious.
be a single guy, you know? You got this dad shit you gotta do.
Yeah, you got your dad shit going on.
Yeah, that's what I thought it sounded like.
Oh.
Sucks for you, bro.
I actually wrote in my notes, he's obviously never been loved.
I just wrote dad versus single guy. Type.
It's a mix of all of that.
All right, yeah.
A little column A, a little column B.
Yeah, you get it.
And then as he's driving, traffic starts going crazy and like people running around, cars being flipped and stuff. And there's calls over the radio that there's attacks citywide. And then this huge guy in like a suit of kind of, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of like Mad Max
Yeah.
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, it's
comes up and
definitely
with a weird
aesthetic.
gun and starts shooting shit.
Yeah.
And like shit starts floating in the city and collapsing like the roadways, and seems like a big sci-fi attack, but you don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a military invasion. That's what
pretty
I
much.
gathered from it.
And you're like, so you and Leo are fighting these guys. You're like, I got to make it to my apartment. And basically that's what you do for the first part of the game. You
Gotta
fight your
go.
way to the apartment.
Yeah, we gotta go find your daughter. It's her birthday.
And you get to your apartment and your wife is dying on the floor.
Yeah, that's gotta be
And
great.
your daughter's missing, and you kind of like, your wife eventually dies, and you're kind of like sitting there all sad. And Leo's like, hey man, we got to get going. Shit going on. And then enemies break in and kind of knock you and Leo out.
This game really hits the gas like hard
Yeah, it does.
to start. I guess there was tutorial missions, but the tutorial mission was like the start of the invasion.
Yeah. And like, you're just a normal cop, and then all of a sudden fucking an invasion happens and your wife dies and your kid's missing.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty day, dude.
My theory at this point, I was pretty sure that there was going to be some kind of like sci-fi time rift, and these people were from the future.
Yeah,
Like an
that's what it
apocalypse
feels
future.
like.
I was thinking of
That was my guess.
Alternate reality, maybe.
So along those lines, that movie with fucking where the aliens come and they come from the future and take the people to the future to try and fight the aliens.
Tomorrow War or something like that.
Tomorrow War or something like that. That's kind of what I was thinking as this was going on.
All right, yeah.
So you get captured and you're taken to the wastelands and locked in a cell and forced to do slave work, breaking rocks for some reason. I don't understand why. I mean, that's something you do when you just want to punish somebody and not have them do something useful.
Well, it was a mine of some sort. It's like they were trying to dig down or something.
Yeah, but a lot of the scenes were them just chained up, breaking big rocks.
Yeah, kind of like an old-timey prison in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seemed kind of pointless to me, but whatever. So they're stuck as slaves for a few weeks. And he's like, oh, this happened. And then one day, Fitzgerald arrived.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Fitzy?
It was a month later, I think.
Yeah,
at
it's a few
least.
weeks, month.
Yeah, maybe.
And Fitzgerald is just the guy who gets thrown in the cell next to them. And he explains that he was a gang of fighters outside of the city fighting these guys, still trying to liberate everybody, but he got caught.
The Lutadors, they call them.
Yeah, that's the antagonist of it. The Lutadors.
Sounds too much like luchador. I think I wrote luchador way too many times in my notes, or like it autocorrected to
I
that.
thought it sounded like something that you'd fight in Borderlands, a Lutador.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
Man, now I'm thinking, yeah.
It would have been awesome.
And he says that their leader is Kilfair, and they were trying to, that him and his group, which the revolutionary group, whatever, Liberty group, were trying to kill their leader, but he got caught.
Right.
So this happens, and then you and Leo get taken out yourself. For some reason, they put you in the same cell.
Yeah.
I guess they aren't smart, but
Well, they just found you in the same place.
they take you down into like a cave system type thing underground and give you some cool suit that lets
Why?
you lift things.
Why would they give that to a slave?
I think they wanted him to do something.
They never. All right, yeah.
It's like the equivalent of them driving around like a forklift, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. And it lets you like move big rocks and shit. And there's a tutorial here where you pull stuff down off the roof and you lift stuff off and whatever.
Seemed pretty sweet. Gravlink.
Yeah. And you could throw shit. And then all of a sudden, like you come across more Lutadors and they start shooting you. And you're like, what the fuck's going on? I was sent down here. And then a big robot flies out of the ground and attacks.
Sure.
After you're like, this is like a mass grave, but there's no kids.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
He does that so many times in this movie.
I know.
Yeah, they left like 7 seeds of what's going to happen in the future of this game, and I didn't catch any of them.
Neither
I was
did
still
I.
like, nope, they're from the future. For sure. For sure they're from the future.
Yeah. I actually thought this was like some kind of middle ground in an alien war right now, like the robots versus the Ludidors.
Yeah.
Oh, and they just like stopped on Earth to throw down or something like that?
Like the Kree and the Skrulls in Marvel.
Or like these,
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know if he's being sarcastic.
Like these robots and these guys were fighting and they came through a wormhole and they, oh God, a wormhole.
Or that this planet was like halfway between them and they were going for resources. Anyway, let's not ruin the story here.
Yeah, we're full of so many ideas.
And then after you destroy the robot, the bad guys come and take you away again, put you back to your cell, which makes me think that they gave you those to fight the robot. I don't know.
But why were they shooting at you? I don't know.
It was another group. Who knows?
Maybe they're like, put them near there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, see if the robots attack them.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
So you get back to the cell and Fitz is still there. And he's like, hey, man, I know how to get out of here. I know how to get you guys out, but not myself.
Sounds
Nice.
good.
Which is a little sus, as the kids say. And then he's like, when night comes, I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to cause a distraction. You can break out. And so night comes and his distraction is just to yell. And a guy comes.
Great work, Fitz.
Yeah. And takes Fitzgerald out. And then you break out and you jump out a window. You take some guns from guys and you find some grav links and stuff. And
Yeah,
then
they're just lying around everywhere.
Yeah.
These fucking awesome pieces of machinery.
Yeah. It's in the middle of the dark and you're grabbing all the shit and you make your way to the tunnels and you jump in the hole the robot came out of to escape to the city. And you're like, well, let's go find Dee's daughter. That's what we're going to do first.
She's got to still be at my apartment a month later.
Yeah. And she's definitely not somewhere else.
She's definitely not dead.
Yeah, she's still with my dead wife at the apartment.
Yeah, has to be.
No one's dead. Absolutely not. That'd be crazy. That'd be the end of the game.
Yeah, right?
They escaped 36 days since the invasion began. So I guess 2 days before the start of the game.
Yeah, right. This all takes place really in 2 days.
And Vanguard City is just in ruins and like there's parts of it floating around and stuff and dead people all over. It's just a war zone of anti-grav things. And you fight your way back to Dee's apartment, and of course no one's there. Why would anybody be there?
Yeah, right.
No, it was all like destroyed and blown out because it was, a war zone when you last saw it.
Yeah, when you were caught 38 days ago.
Yeah.
So you are like, all right, now we're going to go try and find children somewhere. And you eventually run into some survivors who are AKA the free people that Fitzgerald was in league with. And they're like, hey, we know where there's a camp where they keep children.
It's like, really, you didn't try to take over that camp?
Yeah.
No, we just know where it is.
We just know where it is. And Dee's like,
We're not
well,
children. We're not worried.
let's go find that camp. And I don't know why they were taking the children. They don't really explain it. I kind of just assumed right now that they couldn't have kids of their own, so they were taking the kids.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, okay, well, some type of thing for the future.
I mean, the Russians do it in the world now, so I assume people invading do it there.
Yeah.
So you accompany the free people deeper into the city war zone thing, and you're like, all right, well, we got to find Camp Takal, which is where they keep the kids.
Of course.
We're going to find a vehicle. You find out where it is. And blah, blah, blah. You come across some guys here like doing some Ludidor religious bullshit. You ambush them, blah, blah, blah.
Kill some bosses.
Yeah, kill some bosses. One called the Butcher. And then you interrogate the leader, trying to figure it out. And now you can, after you kill him, you steal the shit off his back. And they're like, oh, now my grav link's upgraded. I can do more shit.
Yeah.
Which seems kind of dumb because if you were there, why wouldn't you just make them all do all of that all the time?
Yeah, now you can walk on walls, though.
Yeah.
But upgrade modules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you gotta
Makes sense.
have
Like the higher ups have better ones, better grav links.
Oh yeah, okay, you want to say it that way.
All right.
So hey, the camp was on the eastern edge, so we got to go there. And guess who you run into as you're trying to travel there?
Couldn't be.
It's not Fitz, right?
Like, how could it be Fitz? He got taken away. Yeah, of course it's Fitz. He got out.
Motherfucker followed you out.
And all the hullabaloo you created, he's like, I followed you around, man.
Of course.
I
they did.
assumed he died in a sack move, but I guess he didn't.
It's not really a sack move when you don't die.
Yeah, I know, but it sounds.
That's a
I
good
thought it
point.
was.
Well, isn't the sack move the decision, or is it the whole action?
No, you have to die in a sack move.
Technically. Well, you're
Or go
sacrificing.
in knowing you're
or
gonna
else it
die.
holds no story weight.
Attempted
You're
sack
right.
move.
You're right. I mean, we got to have rules here. Like, it's a sack move.
But you also run into Banks, who's the leader of these free people, and like, oh, we got the vehicle. Let's go find that camp.
All right.
And then you're kind of like talking to the other guys and trying to figure out what the Ludidors are. And there's some, maybe they're aliens, maybe they're this, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, we're at the camp, let's break in.
How do they control gravity?
Yeah. And every kid that fucking DC is like, are you my kid? Are you my
Yeah,
kid?
every
Do you know
single-
where my kid is?
Do you know this kid? This one right here?
He's like, who's that? Is that my kid? Leave him in the cage. It's not.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen my kid? Layla? A girl about this tall?
Oh, that kid? I don't know that kid. Fuck that kid. Anyway, my daughter, Layla, where is she?
Yeah.
Where is she?
And, well, this random kid's like, they take a bunch of the kids to the camp. They take them to the station, and it's a bad place. We don't want to go. No one ever comes back from the station.
Who, Peter the kid?
I guess that's the kid's name.
Yeah.
You wrote down Peter. Okay.
I didn't write down the kid's name because it was
Important
unimportant.
details.
So, of course, you find pages with people in, and they've gone like insane because they've been around these Ludadors for that long. I guess they're just going, and they're blathering about the master, who I assume is Kilthair.
Yeah.
Kilthair.
He's like, do you want to save that guy? He's like, he's long gone. Let's go find my kid.
Yeah. Oh, these people in cages, let's save them. No, none of them's my kid.
They're terrible. They lost their minds, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just running by. We can just hit this lever,
Nope.
give them a chance. Nope. No.
Don't got
Where's my
time.
kid? Gotta find my kid. Just my kid. They're the only one being free today.
And so then you end up fighting a slave driver and get a module from him that you can make things heavy.
Oh, crazy.
I just wrote in my notes, boss fight slave driver, quote, band name, question mark?
And then you go through the camp and you steal this big boring drill, like a big drill.
Yeah, not like
Boring, not like
lame.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
And you end up in this big like hole in the ground where things are floating around, sort of like, I guess it's kind of like Borderlands too. There's places where that shit's floating around and things, but
Yeah.
and it's kind of like 0G and you're floating around and there's cells that pull you down to the ground. So like, that's kind of weird that they have this just floating around here.
Yeah, it's like this big hole's supposed to have some kids in it.
yeah. How'd they get down here? I'm floating.
Yeah.
And then you eventually come across the Ludadors fighting more robots.
The fuck?
Yeah, really have their hands full with these robot fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because you took care of them pretty easily, but whatever. And then you get to the bottom of the hole to the quote unquote station, and there's a train there. Like, oh, why's this train underground? That's kind of weird. So you fight your way onto it, and then you drive until it stops, and you get out of your pod, and there's a window there, and you look out, and it's kind of like a bunch of little, I don't know what to call them, biodomes
Oh, yeah.
What?
floating around in space, and they're all connected.
Spain? What?
Yeah.
Some dome of the earth?
Yeah, apparently you've been in this biodome the entire time on some sort of spaceship in space doing something. But there's
a
a
lot
whole
of
bunch
bombs
of
you
them.
just dropped.
So this is where it makes sense that you find out that you deduce that the Ludadors are from another one. They invaded your thing, but you don't know why.
Yeah, and fucking Lee just gets totally upset with his life
Yeah.
up to this point.
Well, what are you going to do? What would you do if that happened? Like you woke up one day and
I'd be stoked. I'd be like, let's check out those other biodomes.
I'd be very
like how you-
confused. I'd be like, how do we not know?
yeah,
Well, it's like the fucking Truman Show, dude.
yeah.
It's a good
You
point.
never ran into the wall.
That's right. I guess I just never landed right into a wall, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't hit a boundary yet.
Yep.
Yep. You've fallen for it all. So you eventually fight your way into the Ludador Dome, which is their biome is just like a hellscape of lava and broken buildings and shit. And there's all kinds of children in cages there. They never still explain what they wanted with the kids.
No, that really
guess-
bothered me.
Either there's only two ways this could go: either to make more of them.
I feel like they were all men that you fought.
Maybe, but who knows?
And they like, how are they going to reproduce?
Maybe just for kid meat. Maybe they're just gonna eat them.
No, they were prophets. That they said that.
Oh,
They
the
said
kids
they
were
were looking
prophets?
for the prophets. Yeah.
Oh,
And they had to be a kid or something. I don't know.
that doesn't make sense.
It really just goes by in passing when they talk.
Yeah. But anyway, they're loading these big cages of kids into trains and sending them on the train somewhere. And Davis is like, well, their city and their dome is falling apart. No wonder why, blah, blah, blah. And you go around looking for, have you seen my daughter? Have you seen my daughter? Have you seen my daughter? And eventually you just get caught because of course you are, because you're not doing
Yeah,
anything.
because you're not doing anything. You're just fucking walking around like an idiot.
And you get knocked out and then you wake up tied to the stake like you were in the beginning of the game. About to be
No, we're back
sacrificed
to the beginning.
games. What? Oh, back to the
We're
beginning.
back to the beginning in media res.
Oh.
And you're like, all right, we're going to kill him. And guess who shows up?
Fitzgerald?
Yep. And Banks and the whole thing. So-
shit.
They got your back, bro.
Yep. So there's this big attack on the Ludadors down here in the Ludador Dome.
Gotta get the leader.
And you chase down their leader, Kilter. And he's like, I command the inversion now. I tell you what to do. And then he kind of like starts his personal shield and walks away.
Yeah, he takes over the whole spaceship.
Yeah.
Which is amazing that they figured out how to do that.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's anyone there to stop him, so you can just grab it.
Just the robots, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, where is the staff that makes this spaceship work?
I think it's just the robots.
So
it could be.
Yeah, I think they're just like guardians or whatever.
Yeah, it's like on self-control.
Autopilot with robots.
Remote control, the old MTV show.
Yes.
So the leader takes the key out of the inversion and...
Oh, the inversion's the name of the spaceship.
Yeah.
It's also the name of the game.
Crazy.
So you end up fighting Kilter, and as you beat him, he tries to roll. It's a cylinder, the key. He tries to roll it off the cliff instead of throwing it. And then D runs over and stops and picks it up.
Oh, no.
And you're like, I'm in control. And then Kilter like body blocks him off when...
Oh, my God. They both fall into the pit?
Yeah, all the way down this big chasm. And you throw the key, and Leo grabs it and runs over and puts the key in the inversion and stops whatever Kilter started.
Yeah.
I assumed it was like a self-destruct, right?
maybe.
Like
Yeah, I believe
place.
it was because it was like almost done.
Yeah.
It was a countdown and things were exploding. So,
Right.
and this is like a bingo board. Isn't this a bingo board spot? Like self-destruct sequence?
Self-destruct's got to be
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And so then it goes to Leo talking to in his inner monologue, and he tells about now that their leader was dead, the Ludadors surrendered, and nobody knows what's going to happen now. Davis is gone.
Yeah. Because after the self-destruct was stopped, the ship said it was set on course for like 38 years or something.
Yeah, so nobody knows what's going on.
But it's going somewhere.
And Dave and Leo's like, well, Davis is gone, but at least I didn't have to tell him my secret. And it cuts back to when they got back to the apartment. He found his daughter dead, Davis's daughter dead, and just didn't tell him, and kind of kept him going through the whole thing.
That's crazy. I'm impressed that he didn't let it slip.
Fucking oof, dude.
And then that's kind of the end of the game. And then after the credits, it shows Davis's arm coming up, like he crawling out of the big pit, and that's it.
Yeah. There's so many times when he's like looking at him when he's talking about his kid, like, oh my God, I just want to fucking tell you, dude. Shut your mouth.
And he's like, I got something to do too. No, just don't ask.
Yeah. Just payback, bitch.
That was so brutal. It was so brutal.
There it
It's
is.
definitely a Chump Slap ending, though. It was super unhappy.
Man, the hand emerges from the core.
Well, yeah, but they didn't save any kids.
We still have time to save the other kids, I guess. But I don't think they want to. Leo hated the world after he'd figured out it was all fake, and then whatever.
Yeah, that's
What
it.
is indeed? That's it. That's the game. We did it. We got through it, and we're better people.
Fuck yeah.
Always.
So how about we head to favorite segment of every week? Final thoughts.
Ooh, I got some things.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to give us? You want to start us off? Maybe.
Yeah, I'll go
Sir Chump
first.
Slap?
Bring it on.
Okay. Did watching this video make you want to do the inverse?
Okay.
That's not a thing.
Did the story work for you, or could it have been a lot worse?
Nice.
And what score out of 27 stars do you think you pull out of your purse?
Love it.
I thought he had the first two lines written down, and then he said the third one. I was like, no, he didn't.
No, that's
You
all
can
off the
always
dome,
tell.
dude.
Whenever I tried to prep these, they were so much worse. So,
All right, so would I play it? Probably not. I'm not a big fan of, well, maybe. The third-person shooter things, just, I don't know. So maybe. It's a hard maybe.
Hard maybe. Hard maybe.
hard maybe. Okay.
Because maybe just to see if there was more like lore or anything throughout the game that they had to read or something that wasn't in the video. But I don't know. I might play it. Did the story work for me? Yeah, it did. I loved how it did. It was not what I expected to.
No.
The whole time I'm like, okay, what are these aliens? They come from the
They're
core.
either aliens or ghosts.
I assume they came from the core because they were building mines and shit. I was like, oh, okay, there was a core world. But no, it really threw me for a loop when it turned out to be a fucking biodome on a spaceship that was going somewhere.
This has got to be the episode where we said biodome the most.
I don't know. We did talk about the movie once or twice.
Yeah, we sure did.
But yeah, there were a lot of questions though. that I didn't get answers for.
That's because you didn't play Inversion 2 yet.
I wish there was one. But what are the kids for? Who are these people? Who built the ship? Was it all just like little ant colonies and to see how humans evolved in different ways?
Is this one of like 7 million ships, or is this the only one?
Where's it going in only 38 years?
How are you fooling all these people?
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I love the idea that they wanted to make a second one, which would probably, I don't know. I guess it would just be visiting other cores. There's no need to fight them if they're not stealing your children. So,
I mean, that's true. Plus, it opens up the world to fight in literally any environment, like anywhere.
yeah. And what do we see? A fucking lava world, which we see so many times. You know what I mean?
I know, right? Why can't there be like something wild, like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit world or some crazy shit like that?
Yeah,
I just
Toon
picked an
World.
example, but let's use our imaginations here.
Toon World.
There might be a robot world.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the robots came from.
Maybe there's one where squids became intelligent.
Maybe.
You don't know.
I guess we'll never fucking know.
No, we're just gonna go to like Cold World, where there's snow everywhere,
Yeah,
It'll be Desert World, Cold World, and Lava World.
and if we're lucky, a Jungle World.
Yeah,
If the processor can take it.
but probably not. So yeah, I guess the story worked for me. But out of 27 stars, there's too many questions. The characters were pretty one-sided. Not much depth, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So out of 27 stars, just because of the fucking left hook out of nowhere and the silly bullshit of Fitzgerald, I'm giving it a 9.
Okay, that's a very respectable score for us, at least.
It's higher average for me.
Are you sure?
I think so.
It's definitely above trash, for sure. It's not in the trash tier of like barely having a story, which we visit quite often.
Yeah,
Trash tier.
I mean, I did really like the story. Maybe it should be higher, but
Let's see if Poppascotch agrees.
yeah, no, I'm gonna give it 10. I'm gonna give it 10.
He already put it in the spreadsheet.
Too bad, erase it. No, it's written in pen.
Well, all right, I'll let it slide this time because we're still technically talking to you. But
Okay,
Don't ever do that again.
but
don't
it won't.
This is a very delicate ecosystem we've got here.
Okay, okay,
You
Just
can't be
for
second
science.
guessing the system the whole time.
Can't be doing that.
it's close.
Anyway, what questions did you have for me?
oh, did watching this video make you want to play a cover shooter?
Okay.
Was the story pretty good, or could it have been better?
Works for me.
and
Sold.
out of 27 stars, how many did you give this, Cooter?
You call him the thing cooter, or did you say comma cooter, referring to me as the
Comma
cooter?
comma
Cooter,
cooter, obviously.
Got
yeah.
it. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Gotcha.
Good old ZP Cooter, we call him.
ZP cooter. That's great. Oh, Christ. Did watching this video make me want to play it? I mean, kind of, but I think that is more to do with my fascination of this era of gaming of like 09 to 13 shooters. I was big into them
I
at
can't
that
believe
point.
you didn't play it before.
I know.
I know. I don't know how I missed this one. I was playing everything like this back then.
Yeah.
Everything. Maybe that's why I heard of like this game and Haze, but just never played them.
It could have been one of those with like a glitchy release that never.
Yeah, and plus there was literally hundreds of them, so you probably couldn't play them all.
Exactly.
Yeah, like this was a point when cover-based shooters with like dusty gray palettes were just all over the place. There was a billion of them.
Right.
But I mean, looking back now, if I was in the mood for something that was like Gears of War that was cover-based, sure, I might throw this in. I mean, I bought it off eBay.
Of course he did.
Yeah, I have a problem with that. But I could play it if I wanted to. I don't know. I like the style and the way, like the jankiness of these PS3 era games.
Right.
Something about it just hits me right. But so I think out of all of us, I'd probably be the most inclined to give it a try. I still have to finish Infamous 2.
You still have to finish Elden Ring.
Or start it.
I'm going to start that when I get back from Paris.
Breath of the Wild.
So,
Oh, yeah. Breath of the Wild
gotta
first.
do that too. Oh boy.
He's got plenty on his plate.
I'll take it on the plane. So, did watching this video make me want to play it? It made me want to play something from this area, sort of in this style, maybe not necessarily this. Does that make sense? Yeah. I guess I'll go with that. Did the story work for me? I think so. I think it was very interesting to basically have just all these games that are just shooters of badass dudes going through war environments, and this one turns into be a sci-fi planet hopping game.
Yeah, it was interesting.
So it took some turns I didn't expect it to go, but you're right. There's so many questions left. Like, where are all these fucking kids doing? And if it's like a prophecy, something like that, like, are the robots in charge? Are they supposed to keep this shit under control? Who's stopping these universes from slapping into each other? Are there more? There's a lot of questions.
And
You're
why
right.
did, why did that kill it guy just want to blow up the whole fucking thing?
Killed her.
Yeah,
Yeah, were
he
they
might know
like,
more about the inversion than you.
exactly.
they might. Maybe they know it ends with terror in the universe. Maybe they're just the working class. You know what I mean? That was doing all this actual mining for these things, and they're like, "Fuck this,
Yeah,
we're calling it
could've
quits." Any hoodles. So, long story short, the story did work to a point. What score would I give it? I think they really tried to do something. I think the story is the most interesting part about this game. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Like, the combat's nothing new. The characters themselves, I mean, it's just army dudes that are kind of forgettable. We give Davis a little bit more character because he's looking for his kid, but his buddy Leo's just, I got nothing going on. I guess I'll go with you.
Yeah.
It's not much motivation there. And I think there's even less motivation when he finds out the daughter's dead and just keeps going with it.
I think it's more of like a friend thing to be with him while
He had more motivation then because he's
Yeah.
like, we're going to pay these motherfuckers back. We got to get some.
Yeah, but he didn't. I don't know. I don't know if I liked the I mean, it was a huge bummer, and it definitely went against type. It wasn't like a happy ending that tied everything together. It seems like they were going for a sequel that just never happened, which, respect, I guess, for that confidence.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the score, what am I going to land on? I think I'm going to sit with a 12.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think it's a little on the higher end, but I think the story and the swings that they tried to do were at least interesting in a series of shooters where it was only like dudes on missions in Call of Duty or aliens invade and you got to kill the aliens. Like, this was an attempt to try something sort of different.
It really got me off guard. That's all I can say.
It did. It had some surprises. I think it was fine. It was fine. But let's see what Dr. Syintist has to say about it.
All right.
Cool.
Do I have to answer his questions?
A couple.
You sure do. Did watching this video make you want to shoot at a bunch of luchadors?
Ludadors.
Shoot at a bunch of luchadors.
Let's say no to that
luchadors.
first part.
It sounded
Luchadors.
racist, actually.
It did. Okay.
It still kind of does.
Did watching this video make you want to shoot a bunch of evil characters in this game named Ludadors?
Okay.
Nice.
Did the story work for you, or was it just a series of unending bores?
Ooh.
And
I think we
What?
answered that.
out of 27 stars, you think you'd rain down for the score?
Oh.
Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. So polite today. Delightful.
Would I play it? No. I didn't look at any of the gameplay, but I just assumed it was a boring shooter with a little bit of sciencey gravity powers.
Yeah.
It looked like Gears of War.
Yeah,
like that's
Gears
exactly
of
what
War,
it felt.
and you could climb on walls.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was pretty cool though that, I mean, this is the gameplay. It has nothing to do with the story. But when you get the inversion thing, you can like tilt the battlefield sideways, and now it's like a different fighting area.
That is
Yeah,
kind of cool.
it was pretty neat.
Did the story work for me? I really like the story. It works for me, I guess, is the way to say it.
Yeah.
It was, like you both said, I didn't see it coming when they just looked out and were in a fucking space.
Yeah.
Sci-fi twist. Nice thing. But unlike you, I kind of like that they didn't explain anything because it was a story about Davis trying to find his kid.
You're right.
And
They
he
didn't
doesn't,
know it.
and he doesn't need to know anything about that and why the world is the way it is. He was just trying to find his child along the way. And then it ends on a bummer because you found out the child was dead the whole time.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. There should have been
And-
more scores for that.
Yeah, well, that added score, but then it lost score when you see Davis's hand come up at the end. I thought
Yeah, seriously.
they should have just let him die.
He fell so far down.
Yeah. Well, I assume he fell so far down.
Oh, yeah, he's got controlled gravity, maybe.
Yeah, but still, they should have just let him die with kill tear. But I did like the story. It was nice and change of pace.
All right, hold on. How do you know that wasn't Kiltear's hand?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and look. It's a good question, though.
Right?
I think it was meant to be
Ambiguous.
Davis's. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure it was meant to be Davis's hand, but yeah, all in all, it worked for me. I hate doing it, but I agree with Poppascotch and gave it 12 stars.
You hate agreeing with me?
He hates everything about you.
There isn't much I agree on with you. So,
Well, it's
This is one of
interesting.
them.
We came down then with a final score of 34.
That's got to be the highest one this year.
No.
It's definitely top.
It's not the highest one this year, and I'm not going to say the other higher ones because we're
Yeah.
getting into top 5 territory.
That's fair.
But I will say from previous years, this is sharing the same company with Shadow Warrior had a 36, Sly 3 had a 36, and then Murdered Soul Suspect from last year had a 37. Not saying, for nothing, but all of those were in the top 5 last year.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
remember this one when December comes, because I'm not gonna.
Plenty of time left. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You really don't.
In your Plottytime Fantasy League.
Fantasy League. Wait, what's there's got to be something with the Super Bowl point sheets. You remember those things?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we give
Buy a block.
spreads to games.
Buy a block.
To do something like that, we'd have to pick all our games at the beginning of the year and then weigh them with odds then before we even do them one at a time.
No, we'll just do the Super Bowl points thing, and then wherever it lands, if it ends in a 3 or...
Oh, that's even better.
Perfect.
Now I get it.
All right, well, there you go. Final score of 34. If we got nothing else to say about this, we can just go ahead and sashay into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist's Radical Pokemon Lock of the Week. Every week, he has Dr. Syintist for 1% guaranteed Pokemon Lock of the Week, and he has never let us down. This week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got?
The microwave done?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my burrito.
Or is it some kid driving by on a bike?
Don't worry about it.
All right. This week I decided I saw a Lego set at Target that I almost bought for myself.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was a Lego set of all the evolutions. If you don't know, Poppascotch will explain to you what an evolution is.
Yes, it's actually a shortened version of the word evolution,
Close.
It's actually longer?
Yeah.
but it's only with electronic vehicles.
No, there's a Pokemon from Gen 1 called Eevee. It's a little dog. And it can evolve into several different types of
Can you spell
Pokemon.
that? Spell that for me.
The Eevee, E-E-V-E.
E-E-V-E-E.
Yeah.
Oh, that little guy.
Yeah. He can evolve into several different types. But they had the Lego set at Target. It was $20. I should go back and buy it.
That's not bad.
It was all the evolutions put together. You could make them all. But anyway, I picked my favorite one. And my favorite one is, they're all great. But my favorite one is Espeon, the psychic Eevee Pokemon. Because
Espeon.
ESP Eon.
It looks like a little beggar kitty
Looks like
cat.
a cat, yeah.
Yeah. And the things say it has precognitive powers to protect its trainer from harm. So fucking A, I'll take it.
Yeah, but he's weak to bug.
Yeah. There isn't a bug evolution. If there was a bug evolution, I would have picked it.
2'11". That's a pretty big cat. Yes.
60 pounds, that's dense as fuck.
Yeah, because it's a dog, I think, sort of. Eevee. Like Eevee's kind of.
Well, he's a psychic Pokemon. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's extremely loyal to me, and it considers me worthy. So,
Oh,
It
it's a
blows
normal
my
Eevee.
mind, this Bulbapedia website, how many words they wrote on this fucking thing.
dude, they do it for all 1,000 of the
No,
Pokemon.
it's
So.
insane. God bless them. God bless them.
It's like any other fan wiki.
No, I know. It's just, it's like a world I barely know anything about, and these people have fucking cataloged it. It's
Dude, it's
amazing.
a game that's been around for 25 years.
Still, the
ridiculous.
organization, it's just
Yeah.
blowing my mind.
But that's it. Tell me what your favorite evolution is.
Okay.
Just by looking at him, I guess.
I'm going to go with Sylveon.
Sylveon.
Yeah.
It's a nice one. The fairy Pokemon.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
I'm more of a Leafeon guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Verdant Pokemon.
I also like Flareon a lot because he looks fluffy.
Okay.
And Umbreon because Umbreon's just cool.
Flareon looks like he's a fire Pokemon.
It is.
Yeah. Nah.
It sets things off. I mean,
Nope.
that's it. Espeon's the Pokemon this week.
There you go, Espeon. Is that part of the gang, or is it just
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick up the gang sometime.
Finalist?
And,
Okay.
yeah. At the
So
end,
these
I'll
are all
pick all
just-
6 of them.
these are all finalists for the gang? Is what we're talking
all
about.
50
Okay.
of them we do.
Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. Espeon, there you go. The Pokemon Lock of the Week. Any hoodles. So with that being said, let's go ahead and head into our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps this or that.
Do 6 out of 7 farts.
Is this a fart? Or is this a fart?
Every week, we ask Chump Slap. We give him 7 prompts, and he has to decide if it's one thing or another thing. So this week, Sir Chump Slap, you are going to have to decide if the prompt I give you is the name of an actual NCAA college bowl game.
Bowl?
Yeah, like the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So a bowl game.
Bowl
or the prompt I give you could be an actual food bowl from a fast food chain.
Oh, shit. I can't say bowl or bowl. Food?
Bowl game or food bowl?
Game or food? Game or food?
Game or food. Okay.
Game or food? Game or food?
Game or fuel.
Right. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, here we go. Number 1. I didn't have a thing here to write down your scores.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to wing it. Are you ready, Sir Chump Slap?
Yeah, I'm ready. Dude.
Here we go. Prop number 1. Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
Sport.
KFC Famous Bowl.
Food.
Taco Bell Border Bowl.
Sport.
Little Caesars Pizza Bowl.
Sport.
Panda Express Panda Bowl.
Food.
Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Food.
Chipotle Burrito Bowl.
Food.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a tough one. I don't know where he ended up on that. Usually I have a pretty good idea.
I think I got 6.
I think you got a lot less.
Well, let's see. I kind of funked up writing down your score, so I'm going to guess you went with 5 out of 7.
Ooh.
So you got the first 2 right. Tostitos Fiesta Bowl is a bowl game. Mm-hmm. KFC Famous Bowl is a food bowl. The Taco Bell Border Bowl, which is one you got incorrect, that is actually a food
Yeah, that's
bowl.
definitely a food bowl.
I've never seen that.
It's not very good.
The Little Caesars Pizza Bowl is a bowl game, which you got correct.
Yeah.
Panda Express Panda Bowl is also food.
Is it really?
I got that. Yeah.
I laughed because I was like, what, is it made of panda?
Well, I'll just consider they call it Panda Express Panda Bowl. Yeah, makes sense.
All right.
And then the other one you got wrong, the Chick-fil-A Bowl is a bowl game.
Okay.
And the Chipotle Burrito Bowl is a food bowl. I'm pretty sure you got 5 out of
Yeah, I
7.
got 5.
I can't believe the panda bowl is a thing.
I was thinking I don't think they're
I've never seen.
big enough. Well, I guess they are big enough, but I never heard of them.
I am literally picking the hardest ones I could find because you're too good at the mid-tier ones. You crush those every time, 7 out of 7s.
Well, 5 out of 7 it's on the lower end.
It's true. I mean,
You should be ashamed.
A little bit.
well, let's see. What does the audience have to say about it?
Oh, come on, guys.
They're a little bummed. But anyway, let's say someone had an email that they wanted to say, and in there is going to be how they can do some really sweet cross promotions with people playing football in food bowls. Where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, you send that to plottytime@gmail.com, and I'll read and respond. And you can send suggestions. You want to just shoot the shit. I could use a pen pal.
Perfect. 100% guaranteed response rate forever. You can just keep messaging him, and he will respond back for the rest of his life. If they want to get to us faster on the socials, where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At plottytime on Instagram, or stop by the Reddit and say hi if Reddit's still around. I mean, who knows? We ended our Twitter thing. Maybe this one too. I don't know.
You never know.
You can always hop over to YouTube, subscribe there. It'll really help us out. And if we switch to Reddit, we'll throw it in the comments there and tell you where to go. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
And we'll change the end.
You can also head to plottytime.com, which sends you to our eBay store where you can buy shit. And as always, that does it for us. So shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, shout out to Ham Man, and shout out to Luis Guzman. More importantly than all that, don't trust Dr. Scientists, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.